How's it going? This is Hoiman, and today we're taking a look at the S.H.Figuarts Cure Parfait figure. So this is a web exclusive figure, but you still get the window to see the figure inside. Then you have pictures on the top, on the sides, legal stuff for the bottom, and then the back you have various pictures of the figure. And to open the box, just lift open the side flap and then remove the front cover. And there's the figure all together with her accessories. So first you do get some instructions showing what the figure comes with and how to operate the accessories. So here's the actual figure, and for the most part this is a really nice looking figure. The sculpt on this figure is really impressive, very colourful, and is overall just a really nice accurate representation of the character. So looking at the face, I feel that they capture the likeness of the character really well. And you move on to her pink hair, which is a nice matte pink finish, but you do have some darker washes to bring out the strands. And then you have the strands of hair on the back here to bring out the details. And you move on to a really big ponytail, which is a hollow piece, so it lightens the figure quite a bit. But there is a seam line that runs all the way across the hair. And it does look quite distracting, and it is quite noticeable as well, but I suppose it can't really be helped. And then you have her wings on top, which are a solid piece, but they're pretty thin, so you have to be careful of them. And then the whole cake decoration on her head is a nice glossy finish. It's really nicely painted and sculpted. Moving down to her outfit, you have the nice metallic red and green for the chest here. And then the pouch is a glossy finish, and then the rest of the figure is a nice matte finish. So all the detail you'd expect is present, and then the paintwork is very nice and clean for the most part as well. And then the skirt has a lot of nice layers in the sculpt, and it's very nice and colourful. And you have the tail on the back as well. Again, nicely sculpted and detailed, and it is a hollow piece, so again it does lighten the figure, but again it does have a seam line that runs through. And because it's a white colour, it makes it kind of stand out as well. But again, it can't really be helped. You have her wings on the back, which are a nice metallic pearl finish. They look really nice. And the shoulder here is really nicely sculpted as well, with all the different colours. And then you move down to her legs. Again, nicely sculpted and detailed. And like I already said, the paintwork is very nice and clean for the most part. And then under the skirt you have all the different layers as well. So for articulation, the neck is on a single ball joint, so she can look down about that much, look up that much. She can tilt her head side to side as well as twist. And then the ponytail of the hair is on a ball joint, so you can move it back and forth as well as side to side, and then twist it as well. For the shoulder, it's on a ball joint, so you can move the arm about however you like, and it has the new pull out method as well. So you can pull out the shoulder a bit, and that allows for a bit more range. And it's also on a hinge, so you can bring the arm out to the side. Bring your arm forward, bring your arm back, has the bicep swivel, and then single jointed elbows, and then ball jointed wrist. And again, Bandai continues to use really thin wrist joints for these newer Precure figures, so just be careful you don't break them. For the torso, which is where my main gripe with the figure is, it's on a ball joint, so she can lean forward slightly, lean back, lean side to side as well as twist. And my main gripe with the figure is the waist, is that it's really loose, so it does make her difficult to pose I guess the positive thing is, since the hair is hollow, it isn't too heavy, so she's not constantly leaning back. But just in terms of the rotation, she's really loose for whatever reason, so it can make posing a bit difficult. Moving down to the hips, they are on a ball joint, so you can move her legs about however you want, and then also twist. And then the skirt, for the most part, is a solid piece, but it's split into 2 segments. So that allows the legs for a bit more range. So each leg is on a ball joint. So she can kick about that far to the side. Kick forward that much. Kick back that much. She has the thigh swivel. And then single jointed knee. And then she has the ball jointed ankle. So you can go back that much. Forward that much, lean side to side, as well as twist. And then for the wings on the back, they are on ball joints, so you can move them about however you like. And then the tail is on a ball joint as well, so you can move it back and forth, twist side to side, and also rotate. So for the most part, she has all the articulation you'd expect the Figuarts figure to have, and even more so because of the pull-out method of the shoulder, and then the ball jointed wings and tails. And then I forgot to mention this piece of the shoulder is on a hinge, so that can get out of the way for the arm articulation. But that's the figure. Let's take a look at the accessories. For faces, she comes with a default smiling face, an open mouth happy face, a winking face, and an angry shouting face. For hands, she comes with a pair of open palmed hands, and then a rack of various hands, so a pair of fists, 2 peace hands, 1 hand to hold a weapon, 1 hand holding an accessory, and then 1 hand to hold her perfume box. And then she does come with a perfume box, really nicely sculpted and detailed. And then she comes with her main weapon, again nicely sculpted and detailed. And it does have this translucent part here to attach the accessory as well. And this is what you attach to the weapon, so it's mainly just a strip of metallic rainbow coloured stripe, but inside there's a wire, so you can pose it however you like, so that allows for a lot of dynamic poses. And then you just simply slide it into the weapon, like so. And then the figure can hold this up no problem since it's really light. And the figure does come with 2 of these as well. And then finally she comes with a display base, which is pretty much needed for this figure. So my final thoughts are, overall I'm very impressed with this figure. She has a very unique and complicated design, and I feel that Bandai did a good job of incorporating her into a figure. So she is really nicely sculpted, nicely painted, and again is a really nice representation of the character. But my main gripe with the figure is with the waist. It's just very loose for whatever reason, and I can't say if that's the case for every figure, but it's just something to keep in mind of. And it's not really a complaint, but it's just a very minor gripe, and that's the fact that I feel that this figure almost has a bit too much articulation. Like with the added wings that can be moved, as well as the tail, and then the shoulder pad can be moved. It just makes the figure a bit difficult to pose at times, because as you're posing her, pretty much every part starts to move and gets out of the way, and it can make posing her a bit frustrating since you have to adjust a lot of tiny parts. But other than that, she can pretty much achieve all the poses that you want this figure to do and has a lot of good range. And she doesn't really come with a whole lot of accessories, but I feel that it's still a decent amount. And because this is a web exclusive figure, she is quite expensive, and she's also the newer range of Figuarts Precure figures, so the price of her has risen dramatically over the older Precure figures. But if you are a fan of this character or the show, then I can still recommend this figure. That's my review. Thank you for watching, and enjoy some pictures.